Now, I know people are viewing these breakdowns out there. Can we get some comments? Are these behind the scenes people viewing these videos? All right. Some of these videos we get hundreds of views, even pushing 1,000. Let's get some comments in here. YouTube, I want to know that this platform is legit. Shout out to Richard West. I know he's legit. I appreciate his hard work over on his channel. The link to his channel is on this homepage. But drop some comments. Make it believable for me that this word and this information is getting out there. So, lifelong New York civil rights advocate and NAACP leader Hazel Dukes, RIP at age 92, president of the New York State chapter, RIP on Saturday, March 1st, excuse me. Dukes peacefully passed away in her New York City home, surrounded by her family, or her son, which I guess is her family, right? Look at this right off the bat. Look at what I get here. Let me zoom in. Okay, I put the breakdown together based off of the main info that I see with the title and such. We use dates, gematria, and that. But look, now I'm scrolling through the article. Look, Ronald Dukes is her son. Okay, you notice how she was the president of the New York State chapter. Okay, surrounded by her family. Ronald Dukes said in a statement, Ronald rhymes with Donald. Okay, so you get Ronald rhyming with Donald, and this is the president of the New York State chapter. Do I need to say more on that? Even the last name Dukes starts with a D like Donald. Come on, man, right? Dukes, who led the New York State NAACP for nearly 5 decades, fought tirelessly for voting rights. I just did the last breakdown. Debo Samuel traded to Washington for a 5th-round pick to team up with quarterback Jaden Daniels on the Commanders, and Jaden Daniels has the 5 on the jersey. This stuff it's all by the numbers and the language, y'all, okay? And wow, fought tirelessly for voting rights, economic development, fair housing, and education through her career. Even in her 90s, she spoke out against police brutality and for adequate health care in underserved neighborhoods. The NAACP's New York State chapter said in a statement, in 2023, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton presented Dukes with the NAACP's highest honor, the Springard Medal. I'm not tired yet, Duke said in her acceptance speech for the award. She added that she would continue her advocacy and empower the next generation of NAACP leaders. Let's put that medal in the calculator. I want to see what that equates to. You get 86th. Ooh, that 166 hits. So that's the medal Hillary awarded her. The 166 hits because remember her son Ronald like Donald, and this is the president. Did it say of the New York chapter or whatever? Ronald like Donald, her son. Donald Trump's birthday is the 166th day of the year, June 14th. I wasn't even planning on tossing him in this breakdown, but I have no choice. Okay, so the Springard Medal, Hillary connected with Trump, obviously, in politics. But Trump's birthday is the 166th day of the year to sync up with this medal to go with those other connections. And this 166 will hit elsewhere as I go forward. Look at the 76 right there. And remember 86 to get rid of right there. But look at the 76. When you write out Donald J. Trump, look, you get 176. And when you write out Donald John Trump, you get 76. You even get that 86 reflection right there, okay? Right? On the fly. And we'll come back to that 166 right there. Let's play this video I have over here on my Google Slides account. Let's play this.
Now to breaking news. Hazel Dukes, a longtime civil rights activist and president of the New York State NAACP, has died. Reverend Al Sharpton made the announcement in a statement this morning, calling her a force of nature. Dukes was born and raised in Alabama before making her way to New York, where she made history as the first Black American to work at the Nassau County.
What are the odds of this, too? And we just wrapped up Black History Month, and I barely heard anything about it, except for a lot of us who do these breakdowns. Okay, if it wasn't for that, it wasn't till late in the month when I realized. And now, we notice these deaths. Remember Roberta Flack, RIP. Okay, so we're getting a lot of these historic figures here with Black histories, supposed history that they give us, right? A lot of us weren't around to verify a lot of this stuff, but we do know as part of the world stage, February Black History Month. So what are the chances? Okay. And, the stuff, I don't know if they try to be sneaky with it, but we catch on over here. And shout out to the other decoders who catch on to this as well. But not a coincidence, civil rights activist Hazel Dukes, RIP at age 92. Even like I said, I wasn't trying to mention Trump here, but even Trump equals 29, which is the 92 reversed.
County Attorney's Office. She remained active in politics until the very end, voicing her support for Vice President Harris in the last presidential election and standing side by side with Mayor Eric Adams as he faced corruption charges in September.
Even Harris, they say, was standing behind Harris, Hazel, you see, all with the language.
Was 92 years old. We'll have much more on her life and impact later on our website and tonight on CBS News New York.
There's probably more with the 92. I'm just not catching it right now, and I don't really want to stretch. So let me show you some of these connections. So according to the NAACP's mission, their mission is to ensure the political, educational equality of minority group citizens of states and eliminate race prejudice. They work to remove all barriers of racial discrimination through democratic processes. And the way this code works with this RIP and the downfall of a lot of these characters, that would be anti their mission, if you ask me, with this code. Now, notice how Dukes, the last name, you get 60 in the ordinal cipher there. If I can get this to stop glitching on me. Dukes equals 60, you see right there? ABC 123, dead on the 60th day of the year, March 1st. And it's not a coincidence. She dies right before her birthday. Shout out to Richard West, who's been pointing this out recently with this last month of February. And I mentioned February, Black History Month, so this character dies one day after Black History Month ends. So this character dies the first day of March. You know what? March 1st, 3-1, Donald equals 31 in Gematria. So there's another connection there with Trump, man. But not a coincidence now. She dies right before her birthday. And it's a 17-day span from her death date to her upcoming March 17th birthday, from start to end, 17 days. Her birthday is on the 17th. NAACP equals 17. Civil Rights Advocate 117. Colored equals 117. You see, NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Colored's got the 117 like 17. Civil Rights 71, which is the 17 reflection. Even with NAACP, you get 100 in reverse, and then that 17 I mentioned in reduction. So when you look at it, 117 you get with NAACP to sync up with the 117s. Even kill equals 17 in this code, y'all. And I didn't even put that in there. Notice civil rights 71. That's the 20th prime number. Remember, T is the 20th letter of the alphabet. Another connection with Trump, okay? So it's a 17-day span from her death date to her upcoming birthday. Very close. But she dies 16 days before her birthday. And remember, we had that 166 earlier that we need to add here. But 16 days before her birthday, she passes. Her middle name, Nell, equals 16 in reduction. Civil rights, 161. You see the 16 in there. And that medal that she was awarded by Hillary, the Springer medal, 166. And again, that's like 16. And remember, that connects to Trump's birthday. Okay? So I told you we would come back and add that, and there you go. All right? So we're moving along smooth here. It's already no coincidence that we get this death synced up with Black History Month. As Black History Month ends, we get this death. You know, they had to get one more on the books, apparently. So we broke down the span, 17 days, death date to birthday. Even without the span, 16 days before the birthday. You see how that connects? Or before the birthday. Well, in between the two dates, the death date and the upcoming birthday, in between the two dates, you get 15 days. Dukes, the last name, equals 15. And speak about civil rights. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., look at his birthday, 1/15, like 15. And there's been a lot of his energy lingering with Black History Month. Okay? And if you watch any of my videos for the last few weeks, you'll see a lot of those connections. Even the last breakdown I did right here, Deebo Samuel traded from the 49ers to Washington Commanders. Washington, like DC, right? Commander in Chiefs. Look at, he's got the same birthday as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And remember his Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Civil Rights Day, the third Monday of the year, which whatever day that could fall on, right? But you see his birthday, January 15th. You see that? Deebo Samuel's got the same birthday, trending with the trade. And think about trade. Think about like how they told us about slave trades and stuff. And you get sports, how they trade players. Think about it. That's a nice connection right there, isn't it? Even that trade, look at uh it says the trade cannot be official until the start of the new league year, March 12th. The 12th day of the third month, 123. Kamala equals 123 in gematria, y'all. And they say she backed Kamala. And remember, Harris, like Hazel, You see, Kamala's got that 1, 2, 3 right there. And you know, I hate to be the one to do this, but you see how Kamala equals 42? Just like slavery equals 42. Okay? And Kamala's got 12. Slavery's got 102, like 12. Right? And if you type that N word in there, you're also going to get the 42. I didn't plan on doing none of that, but I mean, this is a code, okay? And that hits with the code. Explain Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and civil rights.
According to
Okay?
National Civil Rights Museum, he refused to allow prison, violence or the threat of death sway his end mission. Instead, he stood beside his goal of achieving rights for all through nonviolent protests.
Right?
Dr. King maintained a vision for a more diverse America where all people enjoyed the benefits of equality.
And they mention that that Hazel Dukes, they describe her Dr. Hazel Dukes. And we'll watch that other news clip here, but let's see if it pulls up. You see it right there. Look, Dr. Hazel Dukes. So you get Dr. Hazel Dukes and you get Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You see that right there? Wow, right? Ooh, okay. I got another 2992 connection. I can't remember if I put it in here. But remember Trump equals 29, this character dead at 92? Well, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. born in 29, and I think I do have that in here. I'll just let the cat out of the bag. He's born in 29. Well, you see it right there, but I think I had it in an upcoming slide. So this character, Dr. Hazel Dukes, dead at 92, and then Martin Luther King Jr. born in 29, the reverse. How about that? And Trump equals 29. And even Debo Samuel, you get D like Dukes, and then D like Donald. Remember her son let us know about this death? And her son's name is Ronald, which rhymes with Donald. Think about Ronald McDonald, the clown, and McDonald's. Okay, this stuff is all a joke, it's all a script. Even Debo Samuel's real first name, Tyshun, T like Trump. And you see right there, Hazel Nell Dukes, the New York Black Panther Party president, they said. And I caught something else on the fly I'll mention here. But look, her upcoming birthday's got 29 date numerology to go along with dead at 92, but MLK Jr., the other doctor, born in 29. You see that right there? And I got another connection here because they say this is like the New York president of NAACP. Look at New York in gematria. New York's got the 39 right there, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. dead at age 39. MLK Jr. death age 39. And remember Notorious Big trending because his mother Valletta Wallace died, and that syncs up with the Black History Month as well with that death. But Biggie, his death date was 3/9. You see that? March 9th. And there's probably more 39s here that I'm missing. But you see that right there? It's not a coincidence. None of this stuff is a coincidence. I just want to give you this knowledge and this code. Okay, I'm not here for entertainment. We do need more people, like I said, to comment who's really viewing these. I know I'm buried over here. Welcome to the machine, right? Look at how you get the 170 right there. And again, you see born on the 17th. But look at the 170 like 17 right next to her in that photo. Sacrifice equals 170. And remember, kill equals 17. And we had the 17-day span from her death to her upcoming birthday on the 17th. And we had some other 17s, didn't we, back here? Yeah, all those other 17s, colored 117, NAACP 17, civil rights activists 117. You see how that works? It's not a coincidence they stamped the 170 right there in the photo. Look at the 83, National Association for Advancement of Colored People, 830 in reverse. That's like 83, okay? Because that's just a zero. So you see the 83, first name Hazel in the reverse cipher, the same cipher. First name Hazel, 83. Don't forget H is the eighth letter of the alphabet. Trump equals 88. Who attended the Trump rally? Hollywood Hulk Hogan, HHH, right? More eights. Okay? They wanted you to text wherever you're at to Trump 88022. Remember that? You get the 88. So we'll play this other video clip. You see the thumbnail? Not a coincidence. As Black History Month ends, we get this death the following day. Let's play this other news clip.
Dr. Hazel Dukes, a civil rights leader and president of the New York State chapter of the NAACP, has died. Dukes dedicated her life to fighting for racial justice and empowering communities across the state. Governor Kathy Hochul has directed all flags to be flown at half-staff in her memory. In a statement, the governor says, quote, her contributions to making our state more just, equitable, and fair will long endure after her.
Who was that they mentioned? The governor?
Across the state, Governor Kathy Hochul has directed all flags to be flown at half-staff in her memory. In a statement, the governor says, quote, her contributions to making our state more just, equitable, and fair will long endure after her passing. Dukes was 92 years old.
All right, so let's look up that governor real quick. Governor Kathy Hochul. Since they wanted to mention her in that video. Look at how she's born in 58. The 58's been hitting heavy lately. Not necessarily in this breakdown, but there's that 58 again right there. And I don't notice anything really big on the fly here. They just mentioned her. I thought I would take a look. Let's go back and just scroll the article and just see. Dukes helped lay the foundation for black women to ascend to the nation's highest offices. In 1972, she took the stage at the DNC to second the presidential candidacy of Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman to run for the party's nomination. Dukes was instrumental in former President Biden's decision to choose a black woman as his 2020 running mate. That connects with Kamala big time, doesn't it? It really does. You know, Kamala remains on the main stage, even though I haven't really seen her in quite some time. But I guess it's better to be in the shadows than to be RIP'd like this character, right? She noted in an interview with CBS last year um, that she was instrumental, I guess, in Biden's decision to choose Kamala as a running mate. Her career-long fight was bookended by former Vice President Kamala Harris' 2024 bid for presidency. And again, I should have mentioned it earlier, but I guess RIP at 92, we're just led to believe it's because of natural causes, I guess, with her age, right? That's usually whenever a character's older, they don't really sometimes don't even explain, right? And just because you're older, I mean, that doesn't always mean you just RIP because of natural causes with being old, right? But yeah, they don't mention nothing else here about health that I'm seeing. Just to note that. I know a little late in the video, but some of y'all may have already thought of that. Again, and if is there real people, drop a comment. Harris called Dukes one of those heroes upon whose broad shoulders we stand. And that's everything they give us. Oh, the mayor, Eric Adams, ordered flags to be lowered at half staff as tribute to Dukes. It shows there. Let's look up him real quick. Eric Adams' birthday. Ooh, look, he's got the 9/1 birthday. So one more number would have been 92. Can you believe it? And this character dead at 92. Well, look at this. He's born in 1960. Not so fast. He's born in 1960 and she died on the 60th day of the year, and Dukes equals 60. That's not a coincidence. And then he's one number below her death age with his birthday. You know what I mean? And look, Adam's born in Brownsville. Think about Brown, think about Black History Month, February. I'm telling you, this stuff is all scripted by the language, man. Woman, alien. Okay, so I'll end it at that. Let me know what you think. I mean, I think this stuff is undeniably scripted by the numbers. All right. So again, let me know what you think. Any real people, drop comments. Uh, those connections are inarguable, but if you would like to argue, you may just be sitting there and arguing with yourself because these are all facts right here. I rarely do these videos and just give my opinion on all this stuff because I feel anybody can do that. I may from time to time, but these are all cold, hard facts that I'm giving you with the language, gematria, numerology, whatever you want to call it, plus other connections. I gave you the Trump connection as well. It's right in front of our faces, y'all. Lifelong New York civil rights advocate. Even Trump's out of New York, right? uh, Lifelong New York civil rights advocate, NAACP leader, Hazel Dukes, RIP at 92. I think Trump's out of New York. But anyways, shout out to y'all. Until next time, Daily Decodes 812. RIP to this character.